The StuG III looked like a steel shoebox with a gun poking out. No rotating turret. Barely 5 feet tall. Crew of 4 cramped inside a metal coffin. German tank crews called it the Ugly Duckling. Allied intelligence dismissed it as a second-rate assault gun. Yet this hideous box destroyed 20,000 enemy tanks, more than every Tiger and Panther combined. Germany built 10,400 StuGs for the price of 2,000 Tigers. They killed more Soviet armor than any weapon in history. Let me show you the mathematics of how the ugliest vehicle became the deadliest. Here's the brutal mathematics. One StuG cost 82,000 Reichsmarks in 1943. A Panther cost 117,000. A Tiger, 300,000 Reichsmarks. For one Tiger's price, Germany could build 3.7 StuGs. But here's what makes it devastating. The StuG required 350 man-hours to build. A Panther, 2,000 man-hours. A Tiger, 3,000 man-hours. Germany built more StuGs in 1943 alone than total Tiger production ever. The kill ratio. Each StuG destroyed average 12 enemy tanks. Each Tiger, 8.5. The ugly box outkilled the legendary cat. But here's what nobody talks about: the height advantage. The StuG stood 1.9 meters tall. A Sherman, 2.7 meters. A T-34, 2.4 meters. The StuG could hide behind a farm fence. Enemy gunners literally couldn't see them until too late. A Soviet tank commander reported, "The fascist boxes appeared from nowhere. Behind haystacks, stone walls, even tall grass. By the time we saw them, we were burning." Lower profile meant 60% harder to hit at combat ranges. Mathematics of invisibility. The crew survivability exposed the real advantage. StuG crew survival rate, 72% when knocked out. Tiger crews, 38%. Panthers, 41%. Why? No turret meant no shot trap. No turret ring meant no weak point. The low profile meant enemies hit the thick frontal armor instead of vulnerable sides. When StuGs died, crews lived. When Tigers died, everyone burned. German veterans had a saying, "Better alive in an ugly StuG than dead in a beautiful Tiger." Now let's examine kill efficiency. At Kursk, StuG Brigade 177 claimed 350 Soviet tanks in 7 days. Losses, 13 StuGs. That's 27 kills per loss. The Tiger's best unit performance, 12-1. But here's the darker mathematics. StuG's operating cost. Daily fuel consumption, 190 liters. Tiger, 540 liters. The StuG could fight for 3 days on what a Tiger burned in 1. In late-war fuel crisis, StuGs kept fighting while Tigers sat immobilized. Wehrmacht gunner Hans Müller testified, "Everyone wanted Tigers until they saw StuGs work. We'd wait in ambush, invisible. Soviet tanks would pass. We'd kill the lead and rear vehicles, then execute the trapped column. 15 minutes, 10 dead T-34s. In a Tiger, we'd be spotted immediately, flanked, destroyed. The StuG was a surgeon's knife. The Tiger was a hammer everyone saw coming." The production efficiency becomes staggering. Alcat factory produced 4 StuGs daily with 800 workers. Henschel built 1.5 Tigers daily, with 3,000 workers. Worker productivity. 1 StuG per 200 workers versus 1 Tiger per 2,000 workers. 10 times more efficient. By 1944, bomb-damaged factories could still assemble StuGs from subcomponents. Tiger production required intact precision facilities that no longer existed. But perhaps the most damning statistic: operational readiness. Average StuG readiness rate, 82%. Tigers, 48%. Panthers, 37% by late 1944. StuGs used proven Panzer III chassis. Reliable, parts everywhere. Tigers needed special railway cars, special maintenance crews, special everything. A StuG transmission lasted 3,000 kilometers. A Tiger transmission, 1,000 kilometers if lucky. The mathematics: StuGs spent 8 days fighting for every Tigers III. The training revealed another advantage. StuG crew training, 6 weeks. Tiger crew, 4 months. Panther crew, 3 months. Germany needed tanks immediately, not eventually. They could field 4 trained StuG crews in the time 1 Tiger crew reached competence. By 1945, Germany had vehicles but no trained crews. Except StuGs. Farm boys learned them in weeks. Here's where mathematics becomes slaughter. Eastern Front, 1943 to 45. StuGs destroyed approximately 20,000 Soviet vehicles. Tigers destroyed 4,500. Panthers destroyed 6,000. The Ugly box killed more than both combined. Cost per enemy kill: StuG, 6,800 Reichsmarks. Tiger, 35,000 Reichsmarks. Panther, 19,500 Reichsmarks. The StuG was 5 times more cost-effective than the Tiger everyone remembers. The final, darkest truth? In March 1945, Germany had 940 operational StuGs versus 43 Tigers and 31 Panthers. The prestigious heavy tanks were museum pieces. The ugly assault guns kept fighting. At war's end, Soviet forces specifically ordered StuGs to be destroyed immediately, Tigers and Panthers to be captured for study. They feared the box more than the cats. The math is undeniable. 10,400 StuGs built. 20,000 enemy vehicles destroyed. 2-to-1 kill ratio with a vehicle costing 1/4 of a Tiger. The StuG proved that boring efficiency beats spectacular engineering. Germany's ugliest vehicle became its deadliest because it worked. Every day. Everywhere. Cheaply. While Tigers broke and Panthers burned, the humble StuG kept killing. The most successful tank destroyer in history looked like a shoebox because it didn't need to look dangerous. It just needed to be dangerous.